Hello, welcome to Computer Tech and More. Today we're going to be taking a look at, well, me doing a little experiment. So I'm going to making this little box to see if I can clean up some of my noise data a little bit to make it more consistent. I'm not actually trying to dampen out the noise, but I am trying to basically filter out noise in the area so that I can do testing more year round, because in the summertime right now it's pretty much near impossible for me to do testing because of my neighbor's AC unit and actually my own AC unit. So basically cheap solution is making a little box. So I'm going to go over what it is and how it's designed real quick. So this is my current fan test chamber in approximate dimensions, where the fan for the case simulation test. This is all case simulation test and noise data. The fan would sit right there, and this is sized for, what size is that? 140 millimeter? No, that's 120. It's just for like sizing, just to show what it is. Microphone would sit in the back. I know that this is just a very rough model. So right here, we've got the intakes for the air, and we would have one more right there, so that plenty of fresh air would be able to get inside. We would have a box underneath, and this would have some type of noise isolating type material inside of it, as modeled right there. And the reason for that is just so that extra sound isn't reverberating up through, getting into, well, this chamber where the microphone is. The pink in the middle is insulation, so it's a noise isolating type insulation, maybe not isolating, but dampening type insulation called rock wool. I used it for when I made my noise panels for my office, so I just had some extra pieces that I then shoved inside. This outer gray area is a cardboard box that I shaped to be, well, like this, and then it would have a backing like that. We're going to just hide some pieces. And let's hide one more piece. So there'd be a little bit of insulation in back here to keep sound from getting in towards the microphone itself. And then this blue is going to be that eggshell type foam that you see kind of everywhere on the market. That's like, hey, this stuff is great for dampening sound. In reality, it's actually good for dealing reverberation, which is what I wanted to do, because I'm putting microphone inside this box and noise would just reverberate everything in there, creating kind of an echo chamber. So by putting the foam in there and then leaving a slot down the middle, I hope to dampen out most of the echo to, again, just kind of clean up the sound. And well, that's kind of the goal with it. Just clean up the sound, and this is sort of a iteration one you could think of as a sound dampening chamber. But again, the point isn't actually to dampen the sound, is actually just to clean it up so that I'm not getting as much room noise. I'm going to have to do experiments to see if I can just throw it into my current testing without having to revalidate all the other fans that I've done thus far, or if I'm going to just have to save this for like the summertime. So I'm going to test a couple of different fans with it as compared to without it, and see how the graphs look. Let's take a look at how the construction is going. So this is what the noise chamber currently looks like. Obviously, there's no box in the front. There's going to be one sitting right here. And seeing as how this is cut up from many different pieces, I'm going to be using a back panel. You can see the slot, so the microphone would sit right there, to support it so that it'll be a bit more square in shape, as opposed to this sort of tilted off to the side. This is the difference. This is the best I can do with basically no budget, is jerry-rigging something together in the hopes that it just works really well. If you like my content, as I basically say, join me on Patreon, become a YouTube member. Every penny will go into getting me to the next level of being basically less janky, because I'm an aerospace engineer. I want to be taken seriously and not be full-on jank. So, hey, I'm just going to throw that out there. But if you're in dire straits, financial, whatever, I don't want you to feel pressured. I'm going to keep going as the best as I can. Okay, back to this. So there's insulation inside each of here. It's got double layer. I haven't added the eggshell foam. Currently sitting right there. And I'm also going to be adding that foam. It's going to just lay down in strips or something along the back. The back needs a second layer. Currently it's just got one with this cutout hole. The insulation, you do want to make sure that it's sealed up real tight because you don't want it getting like out on the floor. It's rock wool, which has some amount of fiberglass in it and can cause skin irritation. So I did all this work outside and cutting the boxes and then tape it up and then wipe it down. And then I actually need to further tape it so there'll be less gaps in it. But this is where I am with it right now. I'll report in when it's, well, you'll see it in the video, but it'll be just done right there.